the door to productive future exchanges. SL walked out on the conversation, but she should have walked away sooner. Conversations between people who hold radically different beliefs about religion, politics, or values have always been challenging. In that sense, the conversation between me and SL wasn't likely to go smoothly, but it didn't have to go that badly. There are good and bad ways to have conversations with people who hold radically different beliefs, and better approaches aren't just imaginable, they're achievable. Because our current cultural environment is deeply polarized, it's even harder than usual to converse productively across these divisions. Ever since my conversation with SL, nearly 20 years ago, our conversational spaces have fractured, and people have far more difficulty conversing with people who hold strongly different views. The bickering and bad faith seem endless. Liberals versus conservatives, religious people versus atheists, Democrats versus Republicans, this sect versus that, some identity group versus some or every other, and the angry, reactionary, or radical fringes against the bewildered and exhausted center. Across these divides and many others, people struggle to talk with each other. Sides have been chosen with battle lines drawn. In this space, few people know how to talk to the other side, and many consider those who believe differently to be an existential threat. That is, someone whose presence threatens everyone else's very existence. And it seems like there's neither a solution nor an escape. We don't even know how to cope with disagreements over family dinners, yet we find ourselves having heated arguments with acquaintances and on social media. Many people deal with this by hiding from contentious conversations. That's fine, and in certain circumstances it may even be the right thing to do. However, it's only an occasional solution. It's also vital to learn how to have these difficult, even seemingly impossible conversations. What is an impossible conversation? When we say impossible conversations, we mean conversations that feel futile because they take place across a seemingly unbridgeable gulf of disagreement in ideas, beliefs, morals, politics, or worldviews. We don't mean exchanges that occur in situations in which some people are absolutely unwilling to speak with you. Extreme examples where people are violent or threatening or adamant in their refusal to talk or even to listen are not what we mean by impossible conversations. When someone refuses to speak with you, there's no conversation to be had. No book can teach you how to force someone to converse if they won't speak with you. These circumstances, however, are exceptionally rare. Most people will engage you most of the time on most topics. Although productive discussions with people who hold radically different beliefs can be extremely difficult, they are only literally impossible in fringe cases. Usually, the more invested someone is in their beliefs, the more they want to speak about them. The difficulty in these cases isn't having someone speak to you. It's that a give and take seems hopeless because the person across from you fails to speak with you and instead speaks at you. In such cases, you're viewed as a receptacle to pour ideas into or as an opponent to be debated and vanquished. How to have impossible conversations teaches you how to have conversations with anyone who's willing to speak with you, even though those people and those conversations seem impossible. Maybe someone's angry, or maybe your political differences seem so profound that a civil discussion feels impossible. But if someone's willing to talk with you, even if they're an extremist, die-hard believer, or intense partisan, this book will teach you how to effectively communicate with them. Of course, it's easier to not engage in conversations with those who hold different views, but avoidance is not always possible. Someone might approach you, you might find yourself trapped with friends or family when religion or politics comes up, or you might